Hello, Manchester United is going up against Newcastle this weekend in what is not going to be an easy clash. Who are we? Manchester United. So after that, Onana, the previous match was titled Onana. After that match in the midweek, we are going up against Newcastle this weekend. Manchester United, the previous match was against Lyon, which was also an away match. Now we are going to face Newcastle at St James's Park. They did win us the first leg in Old Trafford 2-0. So to make you understand the context of the opponent we are going up against, Newcastle are currently sitting fifth in the Premier League table, fighting for Champions League positions. And of course, we know this season the Champions League positions is 5 people that are qualifying. And if you look at the Premiership table, you will see that Newcastle is at 53 points. Man City, which is just below them, is at 52, and Aston Villa is at 51. And also, Newcastle do have a game in hand to make you understand that Newcastle, they have really been firing well this season. And of course, they already won the Carabao Cup, so their spirits will be high going into this game. Another thing to mention is also their manager. I think the news is that he is currently sick and will not be on the touchline for the match, so the assistant manager will be the one that will be on the touchline for the match. Now, I have just said Newcastle, I've just given a brief about the season Newcastle have had. And of course, as Manchester United fans, we know we are not having the best season. Manchester United, if you look at the table, we are currently sitting at 13th. Who would have expected when we started the season that is where we're going to be sitting? But no one, we move forward. So this match, it doesn't really mean a lot to us, as the second leg going to Lyon means more to us. But still, like the manager addressed, we can't think like that as Manchester United because he's the one responsible for the team. So he has to go into this match with the spirit of not also wanting to lose it. Like he mentioned, it has to be a competitive match. So now on this video, I'm going to be giving you my team news as well as my predicted scoreline for the game, as well as the predicted 11 for the game. Now, just before the match, I think Eddie Howe, the manager of Newcastle, they said he's currently indisposed, is sick, and will not be available for the match. So tomorrow for the match, Newcastle are going to be coming out with the assistant manager. And of course, Eddie Howe has really done a great job for this Newcastle team. We have seen them over time how dominating they are in the midfield. So tomorrow is going to be a very combative game. Joel Leighton in the midfield, Longstaff, Tonali, Ramirez, they are a very strong side. Anybody that goes against them, you have to beat that midfield to be able to beat them. So it's going to be a difficult game come on Sunday. Now, for Manchester United team news, Delete is still not available. Haven is still not available. Like we know, Kobe Mino is back. Ahmad is, is in rehabilitation. Is almost close. Mount, we saw him in the past previous games, is available. So there's really not much. We pretty much have the same squad that we've had in the last week going into this game. And there have been rumors on Twitter that the manager is going to change him and Binder is going to come in at this point. But I'm going to go with Onana keeping his position at the post. Of course, we know what happened was horrible, and we probably do not want Onana again, but we have to support the player till the end of the season and hope probably things change for Onana. The defense line pretty much remains the same. Euro, Maguire, Mazarawi shows up the defense line. For the wing back, Patrick Dogu and Diego Dalot. And I think at some point in the game, Patrick Dogu is going to get some rest. I think probably 70 minutes of the game he might be taken out, as well as Bruno Fernandes. Because if you were asked who is the best player in Manchester United and the one who would not like to get injured going into the game against Lyon, it is captain Bruno Fernandes. So I think at some time in the game he's going to get some rest. So his partner going into the game in this midfield is, I think, is between Casemiro and Ugarte. But the fact that Casemiro played the entire 90 minutes in at Lyon, I think Ugarte came out at some point. I think Ugarte is going to be the one that goes for this game. Of course, we're expecting a little change going into this game, and also the 10th position is one that is also sketchy because we don't have a lot of players and we need to create opportunities and also score goals. Though we are frustrated with Garnacho, I don't think there's really any other option but to play Garnacho. It provides us a little bit more when he plays on the right. So hopefully, so that is where he will play. I dey pray for Garnacho. I really hope things change for him. But right now, I'm not expecting anything from him playing in that position. Let's just see. There's no other person at the end of the day to put on that place for now. So the other 10 position for me, it is between Zexi and Eriksen and Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount, the manager has been showing us easing him into games by giving him a few minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes here and there. I don't think the manager, this kind of physical game on Sunday, is going to start Mason Mount. That brings me to Zexi. Zexi got a goal last game, but I think the manager at this point, he doesn't want to be putting Højlund and Zexi in the same match. He wants to have the ability to be able to bring one in from the bench. Now, considering the last match he performed so well, I would want to have been able to put him in this game, but I think the manager is going to probably rest him for the Lyon game. So what I think is going to happen is Eriksen is going to take this position here, and for the attacking position is going to be Højlund. Now, I know we are frustrated at Højlund, but the fact is we don't have options. This is the team we have to, or the team we have, and we're going to have to make do with it. Now, in order for us to get a result against Newcastle, we have to perform as a team. We have to be compact at the middle, our low block. Of course, we have seen our defense perform a lot better, in the previous matches. But Newcastle are a high intensity side. They are going to bully you in the midfield. The midfielders of Ramirez, Joel Linton, Longstaff, Tonali, they are going to run through you. They are that energetic and physical. So it's going to be a really, really tough one. So in order to get the result, our players are going to have to play as a team, defend together and attack together. Of course, we stand a chance to get a result, but it's not going to be easy at all. We are going to need our best players, like I've always said, Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, to get a result in this game. Hopefully Zexi comes in and gets some minutes to prepare him for the game versus Lyon. The manager was asked in the press conference whether he's going to drop some, important players going into the game, but he said, who is there to drop? Because the fact is, we do not have a big squad. This is what we have. So I do hope we might see some of the academy players come in to play some minutes at the end of the game. Maybe Shido Obi at one point to get some minutes in this game. Now, down to my prediction for the match, for the scoreline. I think this match, as much as I want Manchester United to win this match, Newcastle are a very stubborn side. And they even want this team more. Plus, they won the cup, so they are high, morale high. I think our defense has been good, bar Onana. So I'm going to go with a Newcastle 1, Manchester United 1. I think if we got a draw in this match, it would be good for morale going into the game against Lyon. Now, I do not want us to lose because I know what it can do to morale. So we do need this match. We do need not to lose going into the game versus Lyon. You let me know in the comment section what is your predicted scoreline for this match. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please do not forget to share. Please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you on the post-match review. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.